Hey guys, and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be talking about what is the best safety razor out there. So I get messages all the time from new wet shavers and experienced wet shavers asking me what's the best safety razor, what's my favorite safety razor, what's the best safety razor for a new wet shaver or for an experienced wet shaver looking for a new experience. And when it comes down to it, I do have a favorite safety razor. This is like my go-to razor, either on camera or off. This is the razor I go to. This is the razor I travel with. It just gives me the most consistent, best shaves out there. Is this the best safety razor? I mean, it's subjective. I mean, how can you tell? But, you know, everyone has their own favorite of something, and this is mine, and for me, this is my best safety razor. So first of all, I'm going to talk about a little bit of details about the razor and then what makes it my favorite. So my favorite safety razor, and the best one for me, in case you couldn't guess, is the Merkur 34C. It's just an outstanding razor, solid overall performance. You know, it always gives me good shaves. It works with just such a wide variety of different razor blades. Just really love this razor, and I recommend this razor to everybody. So this is made by Merkur in Solingen, Germany. It's a German-made product. Just really meticulous engineering on this. It just overall works really nicely together. It's a two-piece razor. So it unscrews from the bottom and the head comes off like this. I actually prefer two-piece razors. They're a little bit easier to use and they're a little bit easier to adjust when you put the blade in here. If you need to adjust it a little bit so it's staying in there nice and evenly and even exposure on both sides. An awesome thing about the 34C is the blades in there rarely need adjustment. You just put it in and it just aligns itself perfectly in there. I think it's just a testament to how well engineered this product is. It's a beautiful razor. It's 3¼ inches tall and weighs in at 80.5 grams. It's just such a beautiful razor to use, great weight. You know, the weight, for me at least, in a safety razor really adds to the quality because it helps control the amount of pressure you're using on your skin. And a heavier razor allows you to use less pressure. And the knurling on here is also awesome. This grip on here, it's never slipped out of my hands. It's just great. Even if my hand's covered in lather, I can still grab this razor and it's rock solid in my hand. And it just has beautiful chrome all over. I will mention one thing, under the cap here, you know, they don't do a nice finish on there, but it doesn't really matter. That part of the razor is not in contact with your skin, but every part that is in contact with your skin has an absolutely perfect chrome finish, so it's nice and smooth while you're shaving. So, what makes this my favorite safety razor? Overall, it's just so middle of the road. It's not a mild razor and it's not an aggressive razor. I'd say it's, you know, on the spectrum here, it's a little more mild than aggressive, but it's just so great. You know, if you put an aggressive blade in here or a really sharp blade like a feather, you can get just a really close shave and just get you know, that last bit of hair off your face. But if you pair this with a really mild razor like a derby, you know, those are pretty dull by the standards out there. This can be a very mild razor, and I just like that it can work in that entire spectrum. You know, some razors are just so mild, no matter how aggressive a blade you put in there, it's still a mild razor. On the other end, there's some that are just so aggressive that even if you put a really dull blade in there, it's still an aggressive razor. But this one can kind of morph depending on what type of blade works well for your skin and what type of shave you're looking for. It's just a pleasure to use. It sits well in your hand. It's got a nice end cap here, nice knurling. I feel like it just feels great in there. It kind of has this area up here that I find I rest my finger in a lot. It's overall just a really quality piece. I have dropped it a few times, unfortunately, and it stood up to the fall and hasn't broken, hasn't bent, anything like that. You know, overall, if I want to shave, I put this razor out. You know, it's just such a great razor, and it's my #1 recommendation. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about what's your favorite safety razor, but for me, this is the best safety razor out there and it gets my full recommendation. So thank you for watching. Please comment below. Tell me if you agree with what I've said here or if you disagree, and if you have another favorite safety razor and why. As always, thank you for watching.